Hello, YouTube, the internet, and everyone. I recently decided I'm pretty much just going to do one or two of these every day, possibly three of these every day, just to rant and make shitty cell phone videos where I rant on and on and on about politics. But this time it's going to be something a little different. This time I'm going to rant and talk to you about why conservatives suck. Okay, so hear me out. When you hear the phrase political tribalism, what do you think of? Do you think of leftists? You think of leftists screeching on Twitter, going, "Ree! Ree!" Well, yeah, that's fair. But you know what else you should be thinking of? Fox News! Fox News is the only news! Dang blasted liberals! I hate them! They're evil! Dang liberals! Because, yeah, that shit's still a thing. You know what I mean? There's plenty of politically tribal conservatives out there, and they're just as mentally diseased as the politically tribal leftists. By far, the leftists are worse. But don't go thinking that just because of how bad they are, that conservatives are in any way blameless. Oh no. No, no, no. I am absolutely sick of being the only reasonable person in the room. Happens to me a lot, actually. And really, I don't even dare talk to my cousin Goldie. Oh no. Whew. You prick her little finger with a needle and she'll bleed out in the shape of an elephant, if you know what I mean. But oh no. There's lots of politically tribal conservatives. Well, I've just got one message for the anti-liberal conservatives. 3, 2, 1. Stop it! Okay? The more you do that, the more you prove them right about everything they say about us. Okay? The more you do that, the more license you give to the left for calling the right evil. The more license you give them for calling us idiots and rubes and conspiracy theorists and, yes, even to some extent, fascists. You give them license by acting exactly the way they expect you to. The only way you get a cultist or a politically tribal person to let go of their idiotic beliefs is by acting in a way that they will not expect, to defy the expectations that they have been given. You learn the expectations by listening what they say, to their criticisms and to their ideas. And you learn from that, and when you look in the goddamn mirror and see that flaw in you, you fix it. And you make them know that you fixed it. And then when they have their little meltdown because they can't deal with you not being what they expected you to be, and just wrecking their shit, don't go in for the throat. Don't go for the throat. Don't go for the kill. Pat them on the back, wrap your arm around their shoulder, and be like, hey, you need to listen, and you need to calm down. You have been lied to by your thought leaders and your party. The media is messing with you. The world doesn't work the way you think it does right now. And you need to take some time to learn how the world really works. And if you want my help, just come to me. Just talk to me and I'll be your guy. That is how you need to be with them. Do not go at the throat. Do not go for the throat. Leave the throat alone. We are not slitting liberal throats. Although I'm sure there's some people on the right who would probably love to do that. And we know who you are, and we absolutely will report you to the police. You see, we know everything. Because we are the Linux Army hackers. No, just kidding. I'm not spying on anybody. Or am I? All I know is, dude, conservatives really do suck sometimes. We really do. We can be just as politically tribal as anyone else, and what makes it worse is the fact that we're blind to our own political tribalism. We're so unwilling to just look in the mirror and say, I'm in the wrong. I suck. I really do. I can do that shit, but that's only because I spent years learning how to. And when I try to teach the very same principle to others, they're all like, get real, dude. There's nothing wrong with us. Everything's wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with us. Bull fucking shit. There's plenty wrong with you. You just got to own it. That's the first step on the path. You got to own what's wrong with you. Once you own it, you can stare it in the face and you can resolve it. That's all there is to it. Learn to listen to the other side. Consider what they have to say. It's really not that hard. Once you figure it out, hard to learn, easy to master. Once you make the first step, the rest of it's a fucking cakewalk. It's that easy. No difficulty to it whatsoever. But let me tell you something. And let me tell it to you good right now. Inflammatory language coming from the right, including our dear President Donald Trump, is only going to make the left act crazier. And it's only going to make things worse. I absolutely expect to hear about an Oregon State civil war sometime in 2021 or 2022. Because they just keep pushing themselves away from us, and we keep pushing away from them. The divide's getting bigger and bigger, and while I don't live in Oregon, I live in Washington. But I'm close enough to Oregon that shit's going to have some noticeable impact here. I got Portland to the south of me and Seattle to the north of me, and let me tell you, it's like that scene in Ace Ventura 2 where Jim Carrey is looking down at the arrow sticking out of his legs and he's going, Only in my case it's Portland and Seattle. Crazy bullshit. And we're not making it any better by using inflammatory language. We need to be the adult in the room, the grown-up in the room, and we need to be the bigger man and say, hey, you guys are acting nuts. You want to know what political sanity looks like? Here it is. Reasonable, sane, moderate. We will listen to you. We don't want fires. We don't want gun shooting. We don't want wars. We just want to talk. All right? That's all you have to do. It is not that fucking hard. But anyway, peace.